Yes. Hey guys, today we're talking JOJI, NECTER, and just kind of my thoughts on him in general. Start from the beginning. JOJI, Australian, Japanese singer, songwriter, I don't know if he writes songs, and of course YouTube personality Filthy Frank / Pink Guy. However, he's transitioned out of that and now he's doing music full time. And we'll get to the music in a minute, but I want to talk about his Pink life, the Filthy Frank, that sort of era. So Filthy Frank, obviously, I find super entertaining and nostalgic because I watched it a long time ago. I think many of you would feel the same. A lot of people say that was one of the best eras of YouTube, and I'd have to agree. It was unfiltered, it was raw, it was crude, but that was kind of the point. It's mostly ironic, and that goes hand in hand with his Pink Guy albums, both the self-titled Pink Guy album and, of course, Pink Season. And personally, Pink Season's like actually one of my favorite albums ever. It's not great musically, but I have a nostalgia factor for it. And also I think just the amount of meme rap that it inspired, as well as just how fucking out of the wall it is. It's so funny, like come on. Like Gaze for Dawn was fucking hilarious. And there's some songs that go hard on here. Especially I like Dumplings, Rice Balls. Those songs go crazy. But in this Pink Season album, we get part of JOJI's, as it would soon be called, Chloe Burbank era. We get the song We Fall Again, which is directly out of the Chloe Burbank era. And you might be wondering, what is JOJI's Chloe Burbank era? Well, as it's known now, it's the era when he was dealing with TV Filthy Frank and JOJI at the same time. You can find it all on his SoundCloud. And basically anything on his old SoundCloud, not the new one, and anything from that era that sounds much more JOJI than Pink Guy is Chloe Burbank. Only 2 tracks were officially released for Chloe Burbank, those being Tom, or Thom, I don't know how you pronounce it, and You Suck Charlie. I've talked about those in a previous video. I've talked about the whole Chloe Burbank album, large quotations, as all of them are just fan albums made by people who collect all the songs from said era and put them together in a album sort of experience. And I genuinely love those. I'll link one below. But that leads us into JOJI's actual career and start with 88 Rising. We have JOJI's In Tongues EP, which low-key kind of sucks, and a lot of those songs, the good ones at least, are from the Chloe Burbank era, being I Don't Want to Waste My Time, World Star Money, and Plastic Taste. But what about his next album? Ballads 1. It's the first album he signed with 88 Rising. A lot of people know this album, and it's not bad. There's some good songs, there's some bad songs. Slow Dancing in the Dark, we see genuine improvement on JOJI in terms of singing and all that shit. And it's a vibe, I guess. I don't really know what else to say, because it's not horrible, and there's a lot of good songs on here, but it's not one of those albums I walk away from like, damn, fuck, that was life-changing shit. It's just an album, right? It's like, okay, that music was cool. But that leads us to NECTER. This is JOJI's first, like, really feels like an album, because we got quite a bit of songs. We got about an hour almost of runtime, and JOJI's actually like here. Before this album, we got Sanctuary, which is a great song in my opinion. 2 years before the album dropped. Then, in the span of like 4 months, we got Daylight, we got Give Me Love, and we got, never mind, that's it. We got Give Me Love and Daylight, and both those are good. Oh, we got Run, and all these songs are pretty decent, and we see improvements on JOJI's front. And the album drop, NECTER, and I know I'm way past due on NECTER, but I have a problem with NECTER. I don't think it's that great. It's got some good songs on it. There needs to be like 3 songs cut from this, and also it needs to be focused. It doesn't feel like an album. I'm a normal person. I don't know music instruments that well. I can't hear a sound in a song and be like, damn, that's the saxophone. I'm not that intelligent in terms of music. However, I know that an album, in my opinion, should be coherent. There should be a theme, but the theme doesn't need to be outspoken outright. But the music needs to carry this sort of idea and overall feeling the entire time. So when we have songs like You being the intro, we set the theme. On NECTER, it's somber, it's sad, it's a sad boy shit. And then we get songs like Daylight and Pretty Boy. I'm like, is this the same fucking album? Because it doesn't fit. Because then we have songs like You Do that are super sad and fit the You intro, but these other songs don't fit it at all, kind of ruining the album for me. And I just don't, that's the whole problem with NECTER. There's too many songs. The intro and outro aren't bad, but it doesn't stick to a theme, because there's like 3 songs that just don't fit the rest. And also, a lot of his songs, especially for a full-length album, I like JOJI's Chloe Burbank era because he sounds relatively different on every song. But in this, a lot of the songs start melding together. They all start sounding the same on NECTER, because it's just sad boy, damn, she fucking left me. In Chloe Burbank, it was much more like, damn, she's gone, but that's alright, you feel me? Because it's more warm, there's more hope in it, and it also just sounds more human, if that makes sense. And that brings us to JOJI's newest single, Glimpse of Us. And what do I think about Glimpse of Us? Pretty pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a ballad. It reminded me a lot of Elliott Smith with some of the vocal inflections. Not as good as Elliott Smith though. However, it is pretty good. Pretty fucking good. JOJI definitely improved vocally. He improved, like, he realized he needs to just strip back. Let's just do a piano and I can just shine. And it works, the song works, the lyrics are much deeper because it's Sad Boy, but it's getting much more specific in Sad Boy. So I appreciate that. And it makes me hopeful for JOJI's future. I really hope 88 Rising gives him a bit more freedom, because I need an album where JOJI's coherent and actually sticks to the same theme the entire time. Because when I get a Pretty Boy right before Like You Do and other sad shit, it just ruins the whole album. And I could definitely feel like 88 Rising is part of this. They had huge influence on his NECTER album, kind of ruining part of it. And I hope he gets way more creative freedom on his next album, because Glimpse of Us shows great hope, and there's leaks of a new video coming out, and I hope that song sounds semi-similar to this whole theme we're going for Glimpse of Us. Those are my thoughts on JOJI. Put your thoughts on JOJI in the comments below if you feel like it. NECTER is probably like a 6